beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nia. If you're new, welcome, nice to meet you. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. Today it is Sunday, it is the 5th, and I am starting my production week. So as I said in my last vlog, if you haven't watched it, I'll link it in the cards and in the description. I am making my own production week because we have no more lessons now until the end of my final break, which is in 8 weeks time, something like that, and then we move on to the marketing section. So I have, well, it's a bit less than 8 weeks now, so in my own production stage now, I get to make my own schedules, and literally it's like the trial run living as a full-time artist without having any lessons or anything like that. And I appreciate this time because I won't be so reliant on having any kind of videos or like pep talks or anything to watch, like to keep track of everything that I'm doing. Like, I'm setting the pace now. So I have been a little ambitious as usual, but I kind of like that about myself because then it pushes me to do more than I probably would have. And I found that I need to have like a happy medium, because 2 paintings a week is great, but it's not enough to really push me. However, I think 6 is probably a bit too much. Not to complete in a week, but to have 6 there, because sometimes I look at some of my sources and I think, oh, I don't want to do this source anymore. So I think literally just doing, like, taking a few at a time. I think 3 is a very good thing for me. Having 3 massive pieces to do a week is better than 2, because I can switch between a few. And then I also like to have some smaller pieces here and there whenever I feel like it. But now I really want to focus on working on my sketchbooks, so that's gonna be the smaller paintings kind of thing that I can do when I don't want to work on my bigger pieces. However, saying that, so I felt a little discouraged with one of my sources. I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. But now that I'm here and I'm thinking about it, like, I am still really excited to do it. It's just now isn't the time. So I am going to start my production week now, and these should be finished by the end of the week. That is the main goal. However, I'm not going to push myself too much to do oils. I kind of want to get all of these paintings to 100% in acrylics, and then we'll move on to oils all together. I think that's going to be the best move for me, because I am excited about all of these sources I have behind me. I've split my production weeks in half. So for the first 3 weeks, I'm going to be working on the first 6 paintings. I'm not doing 2 at a time. And then the last 3 weeks, I am going to do the last 6. And a front production week here as well. So I'll be working on these as I go along. So today I am going to draw my sources that I was making yesterday and the day before. And I want all of them to be like a, what do you call them, dictogram? I think it's a dictogram? Dictograph? I'll put the word here, what I'm trying to say. But it's where all of them are of, not even just of the same series, but they all can be put together. And when they're all put together, it all follows the same story, but when they're separated, it's its own story in itself. So the way I'm gonna make them all one story is having the background of each piece flow into the next painting, but the main source in the middle is going to be like something different. So it's gonna be fun. And the way that these came about is I was thinking I want to do a production week, but I don't know what kind of things I want to do. And then God said, do some angels. And I thought, yeah, that's so cool. And I thought, yeah, I want to do an angel with an animal, but I wasn't sure what animals I should do. I had a few ideas, and then I thought, why don't I, because I know that God has been named in the Bible, well, seen as some different animals. Like, God has been described as different animals, like used as a metaphor. like the shepherd and the Lion of Judah, and I thought there's got to be more than that in the Bible, and I found a total of 5 at the moment. I'm gonna do some more digging. So I thought that is so cool to paint an angel alongside an animal that God has been represented as in the Bible, and that just kind of just ties them all in together, and it just makes me feel so happy. But it might not even just be an angel, it could be us, because I don't know if we're gonna have wings in heaven, so you can like literally put whatever you want in it and see it however you like. But it just goes along with my superpower in art, and the message that I try to get across in art is that we're not alone and that God is always with us. And that's one thing that he's been trying to teach me throughout the entirety of my life, because that's one thing I've always struggled with, is like feeling alone and loneliness and all of that stuff. So to be able to show that within my art as well, like my own personal story and things that God has been teaching me, is beautiful. So we're going to do that now, and then I'm going to sleep because I have an early morning. I literally have set myself an alarm, a timer, so that I don't run over. I think I need to be urgent with this because I'm just going to be so exhausted tomorrow. So I'm giving myself to 8:21. The time is already ticking. I've lost 7 minutes because I've been updating. I'm gonna put my headphones on now, get into right brain land, and I'll show you what I've done. I need to clear these so there's some space, so let's go. So I have finished the first kind of layers. They don't look very nice, but that's just what happens. I'm just doing a quick sketch, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go over them, refine them a bit more. So I haven't sprayed any fixative because I know I'm gonna want to make a few changes here and there, and then we'll spray the fixative, and then I'll move on to the Caran d'Ache wax pastel, water soluble wax layers, and do a little bit of mark making and start to get some colors down. But I really like the ideas of them. I think they look really good. I haven't put anything in the background, as you can see, because I want to plan that out when I want to decide if I'm going to do it all along like that, or if I'm going to have them all going up. I don't know how I'm going to have it yet, or a bit like this kind of zigzag thing that we have going on here. I think that'll be a bit easier actually. So we'll just have a play around tomorrow after I finish work, and we'll see where it goes. Hello, so it is Thursday today. It is 3 minutes to 3 o'clock, and I have had quite the morning of a lot of ups and downs emotionally, and there's just a lot of things happening yesterday that literally kind of threw me off my path a little bit in terms of my timeline for things. But I kind of had to take a minute to really get down to the root of why I was really upset with everything, because this morning I was just upset with everything that could possibly happen to irritate me happened, and I was really letting the situations carry my feelings throughout the day, and I just had to take a minute to just sit back, stop being so miserable, and just listen to a few songs with my headphones on, so I'm in my own kind of headspace. I can really figure things out. And I did some collage on some of my pieces and redrew some things that needed to be redrawn, and then I started to feel a bit better, like, okay, I can work through this and get out through the other side, and I'm happy with how they have turned out. So I sprayed them with some fixative now. I'm just waiting for them to dry because I did a bit of collage and some mold and paste, so that's going to take a bit to dry. So whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm going to start painting on this big piece again. I just spent a lot of time looking at different images for just some ideas of what I can be doing, and just taking it a bit slow. But now I'm really just gonna work on my paintings. I want to at least have one of these big pieces finished this week, as well as have these at a 95% finish in acrylics, and then I'll do oils most likely next week. I'm not too fussed about getting into oils at the moment. I just want to do everything in acrylics and get those finished in acrylics first, and then we'll move on to oils next week. So that'll be great that'll be great when I complete that. I'm not going to say if, because I'm really going to push myself to do this, and I figured out a few new things that I want to try as well. So I'm still doing a little bit of experiments here and there, but it should be really fun. I also received, I bought Dimitri Milan's art book, Golden Grace, and it came today. And I just flicked through it, read a few bits here and there, and looked at all of the images, and it just really pushed me and like really motivated me to continue with what I'm doing. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. Just try and, before I get too tired. Okay, what am I gonna do? Let's paint. I'm probably not gonna film a time lapse. I'm just gonna get to it and show you what I have done, but I'll do a little bit of time lapses with these circle pieces once I get to the Caran d'Ache mixed mark making section, which will be once they have dried. Saturday. No, it's not. It's Friday. And I have just spent the whole time upstairs being upset with life and everything, and just being in like this deep mood, full of thoughts. Like my head is so full, and I am not even trying to uncover what's in there. And I've been like this for the whole week now. I've just had really down week, which is annoying because I feel like I started off my year like that, and going through like the whole course I've had my ups and downs, but then I started to really come out of that dark place, like that down place, and now I just find myself spiraling back there. And I've just been lying down literally the whole day. It is 8:30 now, and I've literally only came downstairs about half an hour ago, and I still haven't painted anything. I haven't drawn anything. Even yesterday it was a struggle to do anything. I started the day really late and was just not in the mood for anything. I haven't even edited a video or uploaded a video today, which is usually one of my upload days. I'm just not in that space. And the main thing that I've been thinking about this week, today especially, are moths and horses, and those are the two things that I cannot take my mind off, and I'm only interested in them. I've been literally looking at photos, reading things on them, watching series and like YouTube videos on horses and moths, and I don't know why, but now that I look at this painting that I'm struggling to finish or even work on, is that it has all of the elements of art that I have been really like pursuing and stuff, and this one as well, except it doesn't have a horse in there. So I've got like animals, flowers, human elements, water, there's like butterflies, and just everything that I paint, or those things that I like. Oh, it doesn't have a house in there, but that doesn't matter. That those are like the main things anyway, and I feel like those themes are starting to really come through on everything. And I definitely have a strong vision and a strong style. It's just the motivation has run dry, and this piece is like everything that I want in life and everything that's in me, I feel like. So I feel like this is going to be a massive breakthrough piece once I've got it completed. And it just makes me so sad and nostalgic and not scared, but just like it's out of reach, which is weird because I did horsemanship for a week with this white horse called Salty, and I fell in love with Salty. He was the best, and now I miss him so much, even though I was only there for a week, but that was a massive thing for me. I won't go into it now, but literally the first video I've ever uploaded on this YouTube channel was of him, if you go all the way back. And yeah, this piece is like extremely like personal. And anyway, and then this one, it feels like me as well. Like it's kind of scary, these two pieces, so having them behind me all this time is kind of, and I just felt like I had to come down here because I've just been upstairs all this time, and I need to come down here, and maybe being in this space is gonna, I don't know, like remind me of everything that I need to be doing, and I already know what I need to be doing. It's just doing it now. And I was thinking, oh, should I do some sketchbook stuff, because there's quite a few sketchbook things that I did want to do, and I haven't even begun to do any of those things, and I haven't even made any progress with my production week stuff. It's just, I feel like it's all piling up, and it wasn't even ambitious. I wouldn't say it's because it was too ambitious, because it wasn't. It's very doable for me. It's just I'm not doing it. I'm not in that right headspace. My head is so full, so I might need to journal or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna need to figure everything out, or allow myself to figure everything out. But one of the things that I keep on thinking is like feeling alone and freedom. Like I'm always running from something or moving, and to be in a place for longer than a few years is very daunting for me, because I feel like, oh, now I'm really like stuck in this space, and I really have to deal with whatever's around me. I can't just up and move and start over. And I think maybe that's where all of my head things come from, where I start to really think about everything like, oh no. So yeah, maybe once I figure things out, I'll do like an update of where I'm at the moment, because I'm just rambling trying to figure things out as I'm talking. But I also think that those symbols, those things that I keep painting and thinking of, I feel like there's a deeper meaning to them, and I won't fully understand until I finish my paintings. So I just need to get to it, and I keep on looking up at my goals and my power statement, and I understand them and I believe them. I need to do this for me, like everything that you do today sets you up for tomorrow. So I need to make my tomorrow even better by doing the things that I know I need to be doing right now. So I think I'm just gonna quickly eat something, and then I'm just gonna put on my headphones and try and zone out and try and get my right brain. And maybe later on today I'm gonna start tackling the things that are filling up my mind. Maybe I should do that first, but I feel like if I do that I'm not gonna paint, and that's just gonna make me feel worse. So I'm gonna try and do something in the next 20 minutes. I'll give an update soon, but gosh, it's not all rainbows and roses. Okay. You